in the woods.
Hello there, I'm AJ PuzzleFerret, and welcome back to Slay the Princess.
And in the basement of that
where we're back at the beginning again,
princess.
and we can skip this because we've done it. The end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe only? What's the best thing? I think. Forget it, I'm not doing this. No, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for this? Okay, sweet, I've always wanted... let's see. I mean, I think I've done most of these, so I think we'll just go silently to the cabin, right? But we want to not kill the princess. That's the aim.
You'll find the princess within.
Yes.
A warning before you go in.
Yeah, stuff like that. Go! It seems that it's like the first set again, which is interesting. Again.
The interior
yep, this
of
is
the
the first one.
Almost entire.
Yeah, okay, enter the basement. We're not taking the dagger. Not this time. Or most times.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Yep. Okay. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. Checking in. Okay, we're done. I think we've done most of these. We'll do high again.
Stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Will do. I'm on the way. Hello, princess. Hi.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her.
We've done this one because it's got the skip
her
option.
To the far wall of the
What's
basement.
this? Auto. Interesting. What's auto do? I wonder. Don't know. Carry on. Hold on. Let's talk a bit first. There's no other options. Hi, do you think you can get me out of these chains? Yeah, hold on a bit.
Okay.
I don't know why it didn't give me any other options. That's interesting. Okay. Go on then. What do we got to say for ourselves? What's your name?
Oh.
What?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Okay. Why?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is
all right.
Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
That would be a little interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, so is Princess your name? She's thinking.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
She doesn't know her name, does she?
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten.
Yeah.
I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Right.
Okay,
apart from my
weird.
character, I don't know what my character's called.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself.
Ah.
Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
Yes, you can.
Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I wonder what happens if you do go back upstairs. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? No. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to enter the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? Good question. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. No. Okay, so none of these are letter-free. None of them. So, go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying anything? No. Retrieve the blade. That's, again... Okay, well, let's keep her locked away then.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
No, it is not.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Will she now? Interesting.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
Yeah,
One way or
sorry.
another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Yes, you are.
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Yes,
But if
I
you
should help.
don't,
Ooh,
I
hello.
can promise that you'll
She's
regret
changing
that
her
decision.
mind. She's suddenly becoming evil.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Let's let her out. Examine the chains. Yes. Okay, let's get you out of here.
You can't be serious.
Yep. Too late, sir. I'm already on the way to getting her out. I need her to join the amalgam. I need good princesses for the thing, the beastie. I'm calling it the amalgam. I mean, that's just because it's a bunch of things together. I don't know whether that's the right way of calling it that.
Mistake. No, I think you're doing the right thing.
Let's call it the joining. That's a good one. Yeah, I think the
Walk
amalgam
up to
is
the
something
chains
else.
binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Yes.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
The music's changed fairly ominous.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
No.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended
Yep,
for her
never
to
gonna let
see
me up
the
there.
light of day.
Okay. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. There's no other options, so we'll go with that one because it continues that. But this is going to, we're going to get locked out, so that's
you make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Then we're back here again. Oh, okay. That went by pretty quickly when you press the skip button. Sometimes you just have no idea what's going on. Okay, let's press the Slay the Princess button.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back.
Yeah, that's not what I intended to do. Finally.
The wound drives her to the ground.
Oh dear. We've definitely not done this before.
Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
No, not necessarily.
You bastard.
I'm sorry, Princess.
To me this whole time?
No, well, sort of. I don't know.
The
Something
princess
happened.
pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back.
Good.
Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
Oh, this isn't what I wanted for the... What's it?
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Okay.
I thought
Alright, this has gone off the rails.
It's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an
Yeah.
act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Uh-huh.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either.
Don't waver now.
Nah. Okay.
As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm.
Okay.
Your blade cuts into her again.
No, this is
and again
automatic.
as you're
This
tackled
isn't
to the
fair.
ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Looks like we're both murdering each other.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
I don't know. Slay the princess. No other options. No other options.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well.
Yeah.
Your blade having left deep gashes in the
Okay, this
princess's
didn't go
back.
according to plan in the slightest. That's what I get for skipping stuff. Boo. Okay.
You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
Do I now?
We can still turn this around.
Good. Do it. Turn it around. Give up. Run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. No, give up.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground.
Great.
I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job.
No, I didn't intend to do the job to begin
The
with.
princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room.
Okay.
Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place.
We've had him do this
With her-
before.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found
I
a
am
friend.
sorry,
But
princess.
you were just another monster, weren't you?
If pressing the skip button makes me a monster, then yeah.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Before you can answer, everything goes dark.
And you die. Okay. So, Now then, the beast. Interesting. Have we
You're
faced
on
the
a
beast
path
before?
in the
I
woods.
don't think we have.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Yeah.
And in the basement of that cabin
This is a
is
princess.
a princess.
Yeah. I'm not skipping things now because
You're here to slay her.
I don't know what happened
If
there.
you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yes, and different choices get presented to you, even though it's saying that you can skip it. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. I don't think I've ever asked that.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No,
Indeed.
you don't have that. This is
Yeah,
the
I do.
first time either of us have been here.
Yes, narrator. Of course, narrator.
If he doesn't
Anything you
remember
say,
what happened,
narrator.
then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened,
The haunted.
something else must have trapped us here.
We have a new voice in our head.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything.
Oh, yeah?
The only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
What a lie. Okay, so... This is more than deja vu, though I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened. Yes.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Well, we'll agree to disagree then. Explore, let's assume I'm telling you the truth, and all of this reality did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Alright.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Alright.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or
Yes.
at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died.
I
Which
did.
Probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given,
Yes.
and yet you still died, didn't
Yes.
you? So,
Yeah.
great, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Yes.
And I believe your other
Try and
question
save
was
the
something along
princess.
the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started.
No, but
Sounds
she's
pretty consequence-free
different
to me.
now.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind
Does.
itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If
Again.
it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people
Everybody
there
else
lived
died.
happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end
I
to
don't
everyone
know.
and everything, just like I told you she would?
She didn't get taken in by, we're going to call it the joining now. So, what does happen to the princess after that? If she doesn't get joined to the other thing,
More
then
reason to keep our wits about us.
what happens to her?
Should we even return to the cabin? We could find a safe
Or does
little
she just
hole
end up
somewhere
here?
Instead.
I think she just ends up here, doesn't she? Okay, we could find a safe little hole inside somewhere instead.
You have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which
Yes.
you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole.
There.
There's no escaping your responsibility here.
Really? You say there's a hole somewhere? Let's talk about this princess now. Let's go to the cabin. It's no use waiting around anymore.
Warning.
We've delayed
before
it
you
too
go any
much.
further. She will
Yeah.
lie. She will cheat.
Yep,
and
lie
she
and
will do
cheat.
everything. Does
Okay,
a cat
move on.
lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
Yes.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust
True.
nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a
Right.
very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Ah,
Maybe.
no. Stuff that. Proceed into the cabin. Now, what reflection of the princess in the cabin are we going to get this time?
The interior of the cabin is ruinous
Okay.
and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time.
Yep.
Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Not taking that. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No. No, I'm allergic to the blade. Take the blade, enter the basement. Yes, so there is just the enter the basement. You didn't say anything about the mirror. Okay, we know about the mirror. This cabin is different than last time. Yeah, let's bother him with that. Nah.
I wonder why.
It's a reflection of the princess's mental state.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here.
Nah.
I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died.
Sorry,
you
narrator.
Haven't been killed by the princess.
Yeah.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Okay, so enter the
Ghost
basement.
Steel Claw, do you think we can talk our way out of this?
Yes.
I don't think she wants to talk.
Are you going to make me take this?
I guess we'll just have to trust
blade?
that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
Yeah. Okay, we didn't get forced to take the blade. That's good. I don't like to be
The door to
forced
the
to do
basement
things.
creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase.
Oh, look at it.
It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Okay.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle.
Oh,
If the
interesting.
princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Ah, yeah, you say that every time.
She growls up the stairs.
Okay. Go on then.
I can smell you.
That's nice.
She sounds almost feral,
Yeah.
impatient, or maybe eager.
Maybe eager.
You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Okay. Why did
The
you go
last
to...
step gives way to
Oh, hello.
the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The
Oh,
walls are
dear.
obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides,
Cool.
seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Ah, she's like nature.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She
She's
could
over
be
there.
anywhere.
She's over there.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
Okay.
Remember, she's just a princess.
Princess of the jungle?
She's certainly not just a princess.
No.
You're not helping.
Ah.
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her
Right.
shining eyes appear
Aw.
between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
We hurt her. That was not
I
fair.
can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
You have been hurt.
A shiver
I
rushes
am
up your
sorry.
spine and pulls you upright. She's
Right.
shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move now.
Where? Don't you hear that clinking? She's in chains again. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you. We don't have to kill each other. You know that, right? Or stand still. Huh. Let's go with this one.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous.
Oop, she's
lunges
come out
from the
and
shadows,
murdered me.
her more unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger.
Okay.
She's too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower.
We did that
This
to her.
is her domain.
We
You
did
might
this to her.
Guess that's it then, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Unfortunately for you, no. This
Ah.
isn't it.
Oh, really? We're
You're in a
alive.
dark and caustic place. A
What?
thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your
Is she eating
hands
me?
scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you.
Hmm.
Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
Okay.
You spoke when you needed to act.
Uh-huh.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin.
Ooh.
You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I
Okay.
killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
Right.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
Ooh, nasty.
But you don't belong down here.
No.
You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat. And I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
Right.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal.
Okay.
With a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her
Oh
chain,
dear.
She's loose.
But even
Okay.
then, it denied me freedom.
Ah.
You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your
Decay,
true
okay.
nature, and it is suffering.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Gravity pulls at you as your head goes upwards. The distant creaking of ancient
I did
wooden
horrible
steps
things to
barely
her.
audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison.
Sorry.
I learned from my wounds.
Did you?
You're alive now. We can leave together.
Ah, I
Does that
see.
work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really
Maybe.
need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. We don't have steel,
Okay.
but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Can you talk to the cabin? Interesting concept. You could have asked me before swallowing me. Cloran, no. Fine, you can leave. You can leave, just let me go. No. Wait for death. You can leave. I don't know. Can you talk to the cabin?
I understand it, and it understands me.
Interesting.
Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Right. Okay.
Your body is violently
Ugh.
jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you
Ugh.
hear what you can only assume is the princess
horror.
pulling against the door to the cabin.
Okay. But it wouldn't let me out sometimes.
The cage is still locked.
Yeah.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
Oh dear. You could have asked me before swallowing me alive. You need me to want to free you, don't you? You can't force me to let you out of here. Yeah.
Every creature craves freedom. You will too before you die.
Uh-huh.
The pulling has
Ugh.
banging as the princess
Melting
desperately
bad.
throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
No.
You can't hold me forever.
I'm not trying to. I was trying to free you. You could have asked me before swallowing me. Just because I want freedom doesn't mean I want to give you yours. Nope. Fine, you can leave.
Oh, can I?
The click of what you presume to be
Yeah.
a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
Nah.
That wasn't so hard.
No.
You feel her take another massive step, and then another, and then,
And then he's gone.
and then
No, he's gone, mate.
it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah, she's about to get very cold. I've fed the wrong person to the bloomin' joining. I wanted to keep it with good princesses, but this one appears to be a little bit broken. You can feel a churning in the form around you, and then a wet tunnel before you are ejected to a place that is nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me.
Yeah.
Lucky for you.
Uh-huh.
This place is cold.
I'm sorry, princess, but look how formed you are. You are very much like us. That is interesting. Ah, no, that is really not what I wanted to go into that form. Ah. But before you can say anything to her, she's gone. Memory returns.
gone?
Yep.
Where did she go?
You know where she went.
Should we try and find her? Is that a...
It is a mirror. Let's look at how horrendously deformed we are. Okay, approach the mirror. We don't need to do any of these because they're just... We've done them before. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
Finally.
The thing reeks of death.
The voice feels small distance as you approach. Okay, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Yes. Oh, wait. My point has changed. It's now like a little bird. You are nothing at all. Interesting. No, I'm not. Look, I'm a bird. I can see my birdiness. Look at that. The bird. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Yeah, it's the bird. Explore. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
You're the narrator. Interesting. The crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh, wow. What the heck? Ooh, look! There's eyes everywhere. Okay. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? And are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me, or are you something else? I do have a lot of questions. You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where am I? Okay, or destroy the mirror. Interesting. So many options. So you're the narrator. I wonder if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade.
Yeah.
But you were never supposed to see me.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Ooh, a lot. A heck of a lot. We have damned so many worlds. Sorry. What are you and are you something like me? No. We need to ask really sensible questions because we've only got like 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe questions left. I have so many questions for you. No, that's a waste of questions. Does it hurt when pieces of you... No, that's a waste of questions. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return.
Okay.
There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Alright. Is he going to shatter them? Oh, we've got more questions. Okay, we've got extra chances. Haha. Does it hurt? No, that's a waste of questions. Every time I ask you something, it's... No, that's a waste of questions. Are you a part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you.
Okay.
But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
Right.
From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well... All the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action.
Okay.
If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Oop, off you go. Okay, what are you? Are you something like me? No. If you're not... Okay. Just quickly reading through these. No, that's a waste of questions. Versions of you. You've said that before. So I really was meeting different yous.
You were, and it was by both necessity and design.
Okay.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once.
Yes.
Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, It would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Right.
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Okay. Ooh, another bit. Okay, so actually he's got loads of questions. He doesn't seem to be losing all that quickly. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? Yeah.
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial.
Maybe.
I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works.
True.
Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
Okay.
Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Oh, can you now? And yet you don't seem to be stopping yourself from breaking into tiny little bits. Okay, I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing.
Right.
But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion.
Thoughts of Oblivion. I have Thoughts of Oblivion. I've been playing it recently. It's a good game.
When the patterns are wiped from the sound, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Okay. Off go more bits. Okay, let's see what's interesting here. Whenever I've tried getting you to whenever I've tried getting answers out of you before, you've been absolutely impenetrable. Why are you suddenly being so open? Yes.
Her nature is to become what others perceive her to be. If you actually knew what she was, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Right. So I did need to feed her good princesses, and I did feed her a bad one. Oops. Oh dear. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris? No. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserved to live? Interesting. What are you? Are you something like me? No. If you're not me, then no. Okay. I have so many questions. No, that's a complete waste of questions. Does it hurt? No. Every time? No. Okay. I don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. Am I not a living being? That's an interesting question. And what is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Right. Am I now?
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice.
Okay.
So allow me to make my final request.
Yes.
The princess contains death itself within her. But I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it.
Right.
Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
No. Death is a part of life. You can't do that. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even. Why would you want to get rid of death? Yeah, why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you.
Nah.
You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp
actually,
the
I'm not
abject
sure about
horror
that.
of fate.
Okay. Okay, I think you're out of time. Maybe it's him who's too scared of death. Okay. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. No. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. Say nothing and watch him end. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. I think you're out of time. I don't need to be mean about it. So let's see. Yeah, let's just... I think you're out of time.
So I am. And so it was always going to be.
Okay.
I'm just an echo. And every echo fades away.
Alright.
You know what you have to do.
Yes! Set her free! Bye. Yeah. As the final fragments of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and... what? Nascent? God, I don't know how to say that one. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin. Last. Interesting. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to be bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Okay, what's happening? There's an earthquake. Oh, hello. Ugh. She sort of spewed forth over the land. Oh, hello. Okay, there are a lot of good princesses.
See you.
Hi.
You can finally see me.
Yes, I see you, Death.
It's been so long,
Nah.
and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. I missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means. That's a good question. That is a good question. What happens now? Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I miss you too. There we go, I miss you too. We'll go with that. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. Okay. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me.
Okay.
I know him, and I know his construct.
Yeah.
He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Okay. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting.
Nah,
But
I
it's
didn't
woven
have a
into
choice.
your nature, isn't it?
I literally had no choice.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Right. That's interesting.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we just really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me? Yeah, good question.
Of course I have a say in all of this.
Go on then.
You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
Okay.
If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Right. Okay. What? I'm not going to slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. No. There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what road I walked, if all of them would have led to this moment? I don't need to ask you that. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. No, that's the lies of the other character. Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions now. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we just leave? Okay, where's the one where I just get to leave? I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Does it? Do I have to die? Is that the final piece? Free yourself. Free yourself. Eh? Am I death? Or what? You fall into yourself. Hey? The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a final plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you. Take her hand. Alright. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Oh, is she life and I'm death? Is that how this is supposed to be? Hello. We've opened a cosmic door. Ugh, honestly. Some days you just can't go anywhere without opening a weird door. This is like things sprouting, and just like grass. You are free and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
Yeah, we're life and death. That's what we are, we're life and death. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. Explore. What happens now? Step into the infinite. Okay, what happens now?
Everything. Just
Okay.
like it always has been.
Right.
And just like it always will be.
Great. Step into the infinite. Off we go. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear, and you and she are finally home. Alright. And now we have credits. Is it going to skip the credits? Come on, skip. Come on. I know all of these people are amazing and they've done a wonderful job, but I want to see if there's an end screen. Oh heck, there was a thing. And now that you've finished the full story for the first time. You'll also unlock the gallery. You can access it from the main and in-game menus under the Memories tab, and it's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting. Okay, join Discord? No, that's funny. Make the playlist. Play our other games. Return to the main menu. Okay, that was an ending, but it didn't have one of those ending screens like you would expect, and it has a continue button. That's confusing. Well, we'll see what's going on in the next episode, and meanwhile, you take care. Thanks for watching. Feel free to watch other things on my channel. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye for now.